PlayStation ain't dead, dead. PlayStation ain't dead, dead. You heard what I said. PlayStation ain't dead.
And our guest this evening is Emily, aka known as Orbalology. Welcome to the program, Emily.
Hello. Welcome. It's been a while trying to get you on. It's been like a year.
Oh.
I tried.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
You're a busy girl.
I'm so bad at answering DMs. So my apologies.
That's all right.
I do have one question I want to get out of the way right away. Emily, what the hell's an Orbalology?
It's not a thing. So this is inspired by my favorite franchise, which happens to be in the thumbnail for today's episode, the Trail series. And they have this, I guess, technology. It's using orbal instruments called orbments. And so the study of orbal technology, Orbalology, it's kind of my play on it too. Basically my love for the franchise.
That's a deep dive right there.
Yeah.
You have to know that. Reggie, did you know that? Reggie's the RPG guy.
I did not know that. I'm just getting back into that series. So, yeah, it's been a minute.
No better time to get back.
Yeah. With the new game that just came out, really excited.
You know, I almost misspelled your name on the thumbnail.
It's easy to do. Don't worry.
Sean has just been called Orbalology. I was like, oh, yeah, Orbalology. So I left that a low, but it's
Orbalology.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I know it's a mouthful. After having this name for the couple of years, I was like, maybe I should have made it just Orbalology. So it's easier. Or Orbalology.
Speaking of the new Trails game, did you get the new one? This one, Trails in the Sky?
NAS. Not that one.
That's the variant cover with the chemtrails.
Yeah, that's the variant, the conspiracy theory variant.
I'm waiting for my copy though from Limited Run Games. I got the Steelbook.
Okay.
Limited Run was doing it.
They did one of those.
For Gung Ho. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did one of those dumb things where like they put it on sale on a Tuesday and didn't let people know it was actually limited, and it sold out in like 2 minutes. So I said screw that.
And they said
and,
they reconfigured things around, and there's more for the sale.
Of course there is. Of course. They always find more. You know, in 5 years they'll find more. But I mean, it's available on retail.
Get quite a number when they eventually come here because I guess it's being stopped by tariffs. That's their excuse for it not coming out when they come.
Tariffs, the new COVID. So,
yeah, every video game boardroom they started celebrating tariffs because now we got an excuse to make everything late and everything more expensive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and, it's just
copy and paste little announcement. Sorry for the delay.
Exactly.
This is
the regular edition's available retail, I believe. Right?
Yes, that hasn't been an issue from my understanding.
Yeah.
For most people receiving theirs.
That's around the time that when Limited Run does tomfoolery like that, I get really pissed off because I buy from Limited Run like every Thursday. I put an order in of like kind of what's going out, and then when they do like that dumb Tuesday drop, which usually sits there for 2 months because nobody buys it, but they did it for that one and Soul Reaver. Where it was like, it's going to be a steelbook, blah blah blah, and it's only going to be here this day, and and I'm working.
They underestimate RPG fans.
Yeah, but it's like they drop it, and I'm working. Like, what the hell? It's not even available by the time I get off of work at 5:00. It's bullshit.
Emily, you said you're a big Trails of fan. Do you get every copy on every console of every game, or is it?
So I do have duplicates on different consoles. And for Trails in Sky First Chapter, I've been streaming it on PC, but I did buy the PS5 version that comes with the standard edition for PS5 as well. And then I also ordered the Switch version, but it was the Japanese edition. So I still need to ship that to me and figure out tariffs. But I often do kind of double dip with Trails. It's kind of the only franchise I allow myself to do that.
Well, I mean, are you ordering from PlayAsia? Because I mean, they're not.
No. So I'm pretty well versed with using proxy services on Japanese websites. So they're a lot of like very popular JRPGs. They have all these like pre-order bonuses, like physical bonuses from various shops in Japan. So there's one that had a lot of it, Dengeki, and it was better than the collector's edition Limited Run was offering. So I went with that.
All right. Yeah, so that way you'd have to go with the with the proxy servers, but I mean, I was surprised PlayAsia basically just said screw it, we're just keeping things the same, and they just seem to shit. So.
Aren't they tacking everything up front on their end?
Doesn't seem like it.
I
haven't had the
checked
problem.
PlayAsia recently, but it doesn't have English on it, the Japanese version. So maybe that's why they didn't bother. But I don't know.
It could be possible.
Now, when in the past, I open up the Google Translate app and I run up to the screen to read the Japanese text. What do you do? Is it easier on a PC or do you just not play the game?
Well, she bought the English version.
I bought the English version though, so it's okay.
I get it. So you only buy the Japanese version to get all the extra bits.
Yeah, I just do that for Trails mostly. I don't have enough shelf space to do that for all the games I like. So I just try to set some parameters. Otherwise, I have no space to live in here in my very small studio apartment.
Gotcha. I told you before the show. You become the real collector when you get the totes. And you take those games, you put them in totes, pile them up in the corner, just to be like, one day when I get the bigger place, I'll have my games. And then eventually they're just falling on top of you. And,
Well, I did use totes actually before I moved here, before I had shelves. So I did have totes technically. But now I'm trying to think about my future move. Do I want to bring it all with me? So there's all these, things as collectors you have to consider sometimes.
What I do with all my collector's editions is the box comes, I take the game out of the box, put that on the shelf. The cardboard box goes right into a tote. And I never see it again. So, see you later.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I like displaying some things. My favorite ones, maybe you can see in the background though.
Yeah.
It's not super well lit back there, but yeah, sometimes the cardboard I have to display it. And that takes up precious real estate. Of course.
I think about dusting that, and I get upset.
I have a routine. I dust every 2 weeks, and it looks
Really?
great. Yeah, I have it actually a Google Calendar reminder on my phone every Sunday. I have to dust. Thankfully, I don't have that many shelves, so it doesn't take me that long. Right. But it's like a therapeutic thing I do every weekend. Dust my shelves.
The only figures I have like on display are like behind like a glass case, so it's like I don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to worry too much about dusting. Like it's not foolproof. You probably might need to dust every few years, but
I'll get around.
For the most part, it's fine though.
Hello to everybody. And if you say something in chat and I don't get to, I apologize.
Everybody's questioning your double dip practices, Emily.
That's all right.
It's all right.
We all collect differently. It's okay.
I'm the double dipper on this show, and I get shit for it. So
yeah.
Well, you never know if you want to take the game on the go. Switch is the perfect system for it. So
right. I mean,
certain series, like it's better on the Switch. Like for Trails, the Crossbow Duology is better on the Switch. But I still bought the PS4 version because that came with the steelbooks, and I wanted all the steelbooks for the collector's edition. So that's how it kind of worked out.
You're right. There's certain Switch games where I'm like, that should be a Nintendo game. And since I'm also going for like complete PS5, I'm like, I have to get it on the PS5 too. So like Contra. I'm not going to buy Contra on the PS5 and not buy the Switch version. That doesn't make any sense. It's like, no, that's a Nintendo game, So
mentality.
And Switch games always hold their value better anyway. So there you go.
For the most part.
I don't know, man.
Some of them don't. I tried to get rid of some Switch games recently. I had to do Craigslist and sell them for cheap, just so people could take them off my hands.
Well, that's thanks to our buddies over at VGP. So
let me tell you something about my Trails of Cold Steel collection. I had the I had the shiny, the big box ones, the first two on PS4. Nice big shiny box, nice undented steel books, and then VGP dropped their freaking reprints. And right at that moment, I was like, "That's it, I'm done." I had to wash my hands of them. I think
I had both of them.
I sold mine to Pappas. I sold mine to Pappas immediately. I mean, even though the VGP version only came out, and, they're just regular plastic ones. It's just I'm not a fan of reprints. I don't know if you know this, but
I've seen the show. I know. I don't blame you. I find reprints kind of annoying as well in some respects, but I also appreciate it's a way that you could still buy the game without paying exorbitant prices if you're a collector. But it's a double-sided sword, because I think a lot of publishers are there's incentive to print fewer, copies out and circulate them in the market, and then wait for the demand to happen so they don't have to discount games, which I don't like personally.
But the demand is never properly placed. The demand
I think they don't bother doing their calculations or whatever.
Well, yeah, because they're looking at the demand of, wow, this game is going for over $100 on eBay. It doesn't and the whole reason it went for over $100 is because you printed so few copies. It's not that it's a good game and people actually want to play your game. I mean, get your head out of your ass there. Yeah, I think early on when they started doing reprints, I was tempted to buy a lot of them. I think I actually did.
I went down and bought them because this is the only time I'll probably get this game at this price. It must be good, right? But no. Right. Like some of those, I've already let go of them. I didn't need them in my collection.
I have no problem with reprints as long as they do different covers. I think that's the best way to do a reprint.
I think differentiating them is, a good middle ground.
When it has a different cover and all that, I don't put that in the same class as reprints. You know what I mean? I put it in a class of a variant or a different version. Yeah. Even if it was printed later. Like for instance, I Am 8-Bit. When they come out with Super Nintendo cartridges now, or Battletoads Double Dragon, there's no way they're trying to fake it and make it look like the original one. It's in a clear green shell. It's in a nice, beautiful packaging, a box numbered. It's a nice piece for a collector. It's not Chinese, AliExpress stuff. That you're buying. You're buying. So,
well, how do you guys feel about the limited print stuff? And then there's a retail version that comes out later on that you didn't know about.
It's happening more and more again.
It's happening so often now.
I know. Animal Well.
It makes me just not want to buy the limited print stuff to begin with. I'm like, it's probably going to be retail. I don't really need this now.
Yeah.
I mean, it totally defeats the purpose. Yeah. I mean, if it's limited print, this should be the limit to the print. Not reprint, not a variant. No, it should be that's it. That's all. Call it a day. But now you got VGP with their freaking variants, their VGP versions of limited run games. And it's just they're doing a disservice to the collecting community, and that's one of the reasons I hate them. One point I did want to make about these $high games. We need those $high game in the hobby because it weeds out the posers who only want the damn game after it gets all $high, but they want it at a cheap dollar. Well, you weren't good enough of a collector to go out and get it the first time. So get the hell out of my hobby.
Get out of my house. Get off my lawn, damn it.
I'm just being a gatekeeper. Real quick, I do want to bring note to I Jump Higher. He became a member.
Thank you.
And I guess I have to mention them because that's part of our contractual obligation to our members. I didn't know this. Emily explained it to me. Your nudes will be arriving later this week. They're James nudes, so
we can throw some Terry ones in too. So
oh my God, Terry, he's in the chat. He's showing off too much in our private chat, but that's a story for another. I wrote down a bunch of questions for you, Emily. Other than because we know JRPGs is your thing. Everybody knows that's your thing. What's your second favorite genre? And
I really like
and in that genre, your favorite game.
I really like narrative games, so I do gravitate towards a lot of kind of visual novel games. They don't have to be visual novels like straight up, but more very narrative forward. And like lately, my favorite in that genre is I, the Zombie Files. So that's from the same creators as 999. So they have like a lot of puzzle elements, but a lot of great humor mixed into it. And so it's just such a fun series that they now have 3 versions of the game.
That game sucked me in.
Isn't it so good?
I really enjoyed that game.
And like the onion, unfolding how all the little routes went, and then the big finale. I thought it was so well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Zero Escape series was what brought me into visual novels like that. That is deep.
Yeah.
Like if you guys haven't played the Zero Escape series, it's amazing. Like, whoo.
Yeah.
What a roller coaster.
If you like Zero Escape, you like the latest I, the Zombie Files game, No Sleep for Kaname Date. They actually put escape room stuff into I, the Zombie Files, the series. And so that's the latest game that came out last June, May. A few months ago. It's really good.
That's the third one, right?
Yeah, that's the third one, but it takes place in between the first and second game. So you
Doesn't
can
it
play
have
it
the-
really in any order, but recommended to play the first game first.
You know,
obviously.
I saw your video of you showing that the other day, and I've been racking my brain on whether or not I bought that
Try
or
to do
not.
spoilers. I have it here.
Yeah, that one. I can't remember if I bought that because I'm like, what the hell? I can't, because I couldn't. I was like, did that come out? Because that has such a similar cover to the second one, and I
It's
probably
very similar
saw
to
it and was
the
like,
Nirvana initiative.
yeah. I was like, I got it already. So now I got to go weeding
You
through
should
all
double
my
check.
crap.
It was only on the Switch, and there's also a Switch 2 game, but it's a game key card, so we ignore that.
We don't mess with that. None of us here have even bought a Switch 2, and not
I haven't
yet,
bought a Switch
so,
2 yet either. So.
Yeah, I know eventually I will, but
Yeah,
no rush.
they just announced Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, so eventually I'll get it. I
Yeah.
don't know when. Eventually.
Legally Insane Gamer recommends 13 Sentinels Age of
Yeah,
Steam.
great.
That's an awesome game.
I got my platinum on that game.
That
Oh, yeah?
narrative is beautiful. So many good surprises, and it also has RTS elements into it. So it's a mix of like JRPG with a narrative kind of visual novel.
Yeah, that's definitely a cool novel.
Hello to Matthew. He's Sean's a junkie, and this is Matthew. This is a dealer. He's always buying games from him.
I see.
So there you go.
Yeah. Ralph has definitely hit me up this week, and I'm getting. I put a big dent into my Switch collection. So there we go. Thank you, Matthew. Hope they're in the mail.
You in a Digimon at all, Emily?
Yes, there's some Digimon behind me. I don't know if you guys could see it that well,
Oh, Aquaman.
but I'm really excited for Time Stranger coming out October 3rd. I'm more hyped for that than Pokemon.
What would you say? What would you say is the prized piece in your collection?
Prize piece. That I could take multiple ways. Like the most expensive, maybe harder to obtain.
There's a fire.
Or-
You can grab one
fire.
thing. Yeah,
I think
you
I
can
can't
grab one
replace
thing.
easily. Most of my collection, I think, is easily replaceable outside of some of my Trail special editions and my Fire Emblem Fates limited edition too. So probably those.
That's what you're grabbing. Not grabbing the dog. Not grabbing the. No,
I don't have a dog, thankfully. No pets here. But those are my expensive things.
Yeah.
Hard to replace.
Man,
Do you insure your collection?
Do I insurance? Yeah, I have fronter's insurance.
Oh yeah, so that covers it. I mean, some people go out of their way to.
It does, but sometimes they get finicky. You know, with
right.
do they really cover it? I don't know. I live in California, so I have to be a little bit careful with that with fires, especially. But
Well, insurance is weird in Cali anyway. I mean, most companies
it really
are like,
is.
they'll just drop you because they just don't want to do
Basically.
it anymore. Yeah,
It's hard here.
they're like,
That's
thanks for 20 years. We're just gonna drop you. We don't feel like doing it anymore.
Emily, do you get down with any Western RPGs?
Western. My favorite Western is The Witcher 3. So I love that game, and I wanted to play more Western RPGs. Like I haven't played that many first-person ones. Most of the ones I played are third-person. So it's something I've been trying to expand my reach with.
I got a whole bunch of questions. You ready for more? Here's the lightning round.
I told you
Favorite
he's been waiting for these. So that's why I'm staying quiet right now.
favorite RPG.
Trails
Duh.
as a series.
Best console for RPGs, any generation.
Oh,
The best console. That's hard to say. I do think the Switch probably has the most to offer, but I have a deep nostalgia for RPGs that came out on the PS2.
there you go. I knew it.
I'm gonna say favorite character in an RPG, but I'm guessing that's the one I feed. The one I don't even know her name. I just
Still bright.
there we go. Estelle
Yeah,
Bright.
there she is. I was going to ask you that too, but I figured.
Best music in an RPG.
Guys, I'm gonna sound like a broken record. I love Falcom's music, who did the Turtle series. So JDK band, amazing. Actually, I think they're going to be at the Tokyo Game show tonight, performing some of the Trails in the Sky First Chapter remake OST. So it should be after I think we're done here, so we could maybe.
What are they?
For those interested, watch it.
They're gonna
It's
be
on
playing
YouTube.
They're gonna be playing live. I mean,
Yeah, so it'll be live at the Tokyo Game.
oh, that's
show.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I guarantee Right Way will not be there because he made a post this week that open to the public, so I'm out of here. So he's only there
What?
for the before the public, you know, the schmooze and booze, and he's at it. He definitely made that public post. So there we go. But I would
Tokyo
want to
Game
let you guys
Show
know.
looks so cool.
So Emily, are you a fan of the E series?
Yes, I like E's. You can see
Which is your
stuff
favorite out of
over
that
there. Sorry?
What's your favorite out of that series?
My favorite, I still need to play more of them. I really like Memories of Salsetta. That was my first E's game.
Wow,
But I also like 8 a lot. Everyone
Eight's my
likes 8,
favorite.
right?
Like being on that island was insane.
Yeah. I have the PS5 version. I've been meaning to replay because I played it on the Vita originally, so it had the not so great localization and
missing scenes.
didn't have the missing pieces. Yeah, so I want to replay that.
Okay, cool.
Every time I look at like my E's games, I go, God, I really want to play those games, and then because they all look great, and then I'm like, I don't know where to start, and no, it's just gonna be too big. It's too big of a,
is a good one to start with.
It's gonna be too big of a time suck, and I'm like, nah, then I don't.
I think the beauty about E's is that it's not connected like Trails, so you can just choose which ones speak to you most, and you'll.
They link together, but you don't have to play them like in order.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because they're out of order. Adults, different ages, and all those. So that's out of order. So it's fine.
I remember.
To play 8.
All right, I'll
8's a good, I think, starter for sure.
I don't want to embarrass you guys, but it's pronounced wise. Okay.
No. I remember
actually, they used to make it wise, right? Like what? Was it TurboGrafx? One of the older consoles when they first had E's. I think they they wrote it differently.
No,
because they knew Americans wouldn't be able to pronounce that.
It is E's on the Turbo. It is Y apostrophe S, but yeah, Americans most likely were just like it's wise.
I think that's what they just said it. Yeah. That's what they called it.
I do want to give a shout out real quick to Tezza Boy. Thanks for the one.
Fake money.
Pound sterling.
Pound sterling.
Is that like 20 cents American?
No, it's. I think the pound is stronger than the dollar. And also to Hunter Houston ESG, he's kicking in $2. He says make sure you talk to Ananta from the Tokyo Game Show. I'm not sure who that is. He's spoken to me about it before. I think it's he got his ass kicked by him in a fighting game, I believe. But there's that. Another question for you. Which game? Because you're streaming a lot. We'll get into that. Which game which game's the most fun to stream so far?
Which games? I've had a lot of fun. I recently beat Hollow Knight on stream. Actually, as of yesterday, that was really fun. Like I was surprised. That was my first like Metroidvania Souls-like game, and surprisingly fun to stream. But I've been enjoying most of the games so far. I've been streaming.
That must have been insane. I mean, I played the first Hollow Knight, and I mean, I got far into it, and it seemed like the game would just never end. So I was like, I'm done with this game. I played enough. I'm good. I don't know how you beat the second one. Yeah.
No, I haven't beat the second one. I'm just the first Hollow Knight.
This is the first one that you did? Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't know how you beat the first one then.
I beat it at 71%, so I didn't do everything. But it was still fun.
God, that game gets frustrating after time.
It does, but I don't know. I think persistence really pays off, and I can be very persistent when I want to beat something. And
right.
I get a little frustrated internally, but that just drives my determination to beat it. So I think that's helped. That helped a lot.
You ever throw a controller?
I've never actually thrown a controller. No.
Oh man, you're missing out. That's the best way to.
It's the best way to let out in a rage.
Let it all out.
My problem is like I have so much that when I get frustrated, it comes out of the console and never goes back in because I just grab something else, and I'm like, it's like, I wish I could go back to those days when I was younger, and I only had like 5 games. You'd only get like 1 game for the year, and that was your game for the year, or something like that,
Yeah.
I wish I could go back to that.
Yeah, I remember a lot of fond memories, just kind of, hitting your wall against the head, like, how do I get past this? Because we didn't have, all the guides available or online forums to check out.
Right.
And you just had to persist. But there are plenty of games that I just couldn't finish. And I was like, okay, well, let's try this game instead.
Well, it's like this morning. I mean, I played a game all morning, starting at 3:00 in the morning. Will watched my screen, and he's getting credit for playing my game.
I played the game.
No, you didn't.
I picked up the controller and I was going like this, and I got it's the same thing, except when I wasn't hitting shit. You were hitting shit, but that's
What
just,
game is this?
Sonic
It's Sonic
Heart
Racing.
something.
The new
Okay.
Sonic. Yeah, but like when I turned it off and he stopped watching the screen, like he had a tile on his PlayStation saying that he had played it.
Oh.
It's like what the fuck, dude?
So yeah, so if you just get your friends to screen share, you can see and you get to watch the game. It'll goes right up there on the list. So fun fact. Upcoming game you're most looking forward to, Emily?
Most looking forward to. Well, I guess I already gave a shout out to Digimon Storytime Stranger. That's coming out soon. Final Fantasy Tactics, though, I've actually started playing that already. But that's coming out very soon as well. But the one that I haven't started, I'm really looking forward to, outside of Trails, because Trails Beyond the Horizon is coming out in January, is the new Tales of Xillia remaster. Because I've never played a Tales of game.
Yes.
And so I want to play,
Right.
I try one of them out. So.
Yeah, it's funny. I've been trying to get Kelsey to play that game. She still hasn't played it. But,
no?
but that's one of my favorite ones. Well, second favorite, I would say, in the series.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it.
I'm pissed because I just got all of those not that long ago on the PS3, and then they announced the fucking Switch version. I'm like, Jesus Christ,
Well, Bandai Namco's been doing a lot of Tales of remasters. It seems like they're going to do more.
It's good because it gives them time to make the other games, the newer games, which I'm cool with. Yep.
Yeah, that's true. It's been a while since Arise came out. I guess with the
I
DLC.
still haven't beat Arise. I got to the end and I just stopped playing it. I feel so bad. I need to go back and finish it. But
you got time. You got time.
Do you
and
do you
DLC.
Do you mess with Final Fantasy at all? I mean, because Final Fantasies, let's face it, they're one of the biggest ones in the genre. Are you a big fan? Are you like
so
overrated?
my first, Final Fantasy was 12 on the PS2, and I loved it because I loved the Gambit system. It kind of, it piqued that mathy brain of mine a little bit, to like program commands and stuff. But I played a few since then. I played 16, which I had mixed feelings about. I played the OG 7, which I enjoyed for what it was, but I think at that time they had, all the quality of life things. You could kind of just blaze through it if you don't want to, do all the materia kind of refinements and things. And so I kind of did that in the second half just to save time because I wanted to get through some more games. But Final Fantasy is definitely like a franchise I want to get more into. And so I've been playing Final Fantasy Tactics recently, and I've been enjoying that because I like strategy RPGs, and I never gave the Tactics spinoff a try. So it's remaster's really good, by the way.
Is
very good.
The only Tactics ones I could do are like Fire Emblem games.
Fire Emblem's my favorite for sure of that genre.
With Final Fantasy, it was like when I played. What was the newest one? 16. It was that one.
16.
Yeah. That's the mechanic I want to see in new Final Fantasies. I want to see action and like action RP. I'm a hack and slasher.
The Devil May Cry sort of combat.
Yeah. So exactly. So I mean, that game sucked me in because that's like what I wanted all of the other Final Fantasies to be. So I mean, granted, the remakes I played through those. So the 7 remakes, those are fantastic.
Rebirth I hear is really good. Eventually I'll get to them.
I played them. I played them fully. They are works of art. I'm not going to shade them or anything. But when it comes to traditional RPGs, it's tough for me, man. Like I need a little action. So
Well,
Fire
you might
Emblem.
Like the new Trails remake that has action in it.
Yeah. I'm looking forward. I have them all. I just and I've double dipped on them too. I mean, all the Trails games are the Tales games and everything.
Well, Tales is action at least.
But I double dip on PS5 and Switch and this and that. But they never get played. They're just one day when I'm retired.
I did like the combat for 16. I just felt myself like using the same moves over and over. I didn't, I think, do what they intended to experiment more. So I feel like I could have enjoyed it more if I did that. And the story was a bit of a bummer for me.
Really?
So I was like,
I was into it. I don't know.
It's divisive, I think.
I'm a Debbie Downer, so
Okay, I understand.
Is there a classic JRPG or RPG that you just never got around to that you
so many
in the backlog? So many.
So many. Because like my first, I guess, RPG was Pokemon with Pokemon Silver and Yellow on the the Game Boy and Game Boy Color. But I had a huge gap in my RPG knowledge until the PS2 era. And so my first ever RPG on there was Kingdom Hearts. And then eventually I played like Dark Cloud, Final Fantasy 12, and just kind of very spotty at that point. And because, like as kids, you can only have so many make mini games, on your Christmas and birthday.
I wanted to ask,
there.
like, how old were you when you started gaming?
I was probably 5 because I played a lot of computer games actually growing up.
Okay.
My household was, we had a lot of computers in the house, which was nice. And so I played a lot of those humongous entertainment games, the point and click ones. So, and then I transitioned to like a lot of the like online games, flash games, what they had like on Cartoon Network and those type of things. And then eventually I got my Game Boy Color. That was my first ever console.
Oh, okay.
But my first home console was the PS2. So
Okay.
That's awesome.
What consoles are in your? Do you have hooked up right now? I mean, I see Switch, I see PS4, PS5. Do you have any classics?
So the only classic of the home consoles is my OG, my fat PS2. Though it's not hooked up because, unfortunately, with my space, I don't have, I think, the best way to display it. I don't have that really expensive link for the HDMI converter, and I also don't have a CRT. So that's been something that I haven't really prioritized when it comes to collecting. Handhelds, though, I've been doing more of the, early Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. And then I guess PSP, Vita, that's not old, though. But those ones.
That's great. I recently when I've been going to the conventions, I've just been buying like Game Boy games left and right. I just say like,
Are
yay!
Are they fun? Yeah. I recently got one of those like key organizers to put them all in because I don't care about expensive cardboard.
Yeah. No, I there's a website I go to that they make like boxes for these. They're basically Game Boy Advance boxes. So like I can have them all with like no, they're DS boxes. So I can have them all
those. Oh yeah, I've seen those before.
That's so then I could just put them all with my list there. But yeah, they're like $5 a piece or something. But yeah, they look good on the shelf. But what were you gonna say, Will?
We know we know you have a podcast. What is the name of the podcast?
We I guess we're called the GRPG Pursuit Podcast. We mostly talk about GRPGs, but we dabble in collecting and other kind of adjacent just gaming stuff. But yeah, our heart is for GRPGs mostly, so that's what we always go back to talking about.
Very cool.
Where can they find you? I mean, is it?
It's a YouTube podcast, but we're also on other podcast audio platforms as well.
Nice.
So it's just at GRPG_Pursuit. That's where you find us on YouTube.
I remember we were talking to all three of you at Siege, and and we were thinking, Reggie and I were thinking, we want to get all three of you guys on, and then we're like, there's gonna be like 8 people on the show. It's gonna be like a 12-hour show. I don't know how to do it. So so then Reggie and I were like, well, we'll just split them up because then we got 3 episodes with like different people, you, and then we can get them and one of them and one of them, you know what I mean? So it can all work out over time.
We do the same thing with guests. It's hard to have multiple guests on at once. Like one at a time usually works when you have, so many regulars or co-hosts already on.
Exactly.
This podcast is already like freaking cool in the gang with all the dickheads we got on the screen. So getting 3 more people on would be a nightmare. But
you never know.
Yeah, it might work.
Sometimes it works.
You have to raise your hand.
Actually, all 3 of us went on another podcast. I think it's coming out this week. So shout outs to they're called the Level Up Legacy. They're another JRPG podcast, but yeah, there were like 6 of us on there, and it was wild.
Yeah. By the end of the night, you're like, "What the hell did we talk about?" Like, because everybody was just trying to get words in, right?
You could find things to talk about.
Especially with RPGs.
Especially with RPGs, yes.
How long does your podcast usually run? Because we shoot for 2 hours on this program. That's like the golden time. But we've gone 3, we've gone 4, have we gone 5 yet? No, I think we've gone 4.
Yeah, no, we did a 5. I think we did a 5 one time.
Really?
It's
even in your time zone. Wow, because John, you're all the way.
Yeah, I know. I think we came close to 5. I forget what episode that was, but I think we were all just drinking that night or something, just let it roll. I forget what it was.
Just bleary-eyed. But so how long does your show usually run?
We aim for an hour usually. Sometimes we go over like maybe half an hour, but it's all pre-recorded because we all have different schedules and it's hard to get us all, sit down, especially with a guest, to record. But then for members, we also have like what we call the after show, and that's just us hanging out and talking about whatever. And so we usually have that for exclusive for members.
We thought
about
doing that, but now
that we can't. No, the secrets spilled in the after show.
Yeah, we have to be a little careful. Sometimes we're like, maybe we should edit that out. No, it's okay.
No Patreon. Yeah, no. Do you have a Patreon?
No Patreon. No. I think Patreon's a good idea, but it's just, I think, hard to transition people over to a new platform. So for us, for at least our podcast, it's all just YouTube memberships.
So since you guys pre-recorded, do you guys edit it to like keep it into an hour time form, or do you?
So I don't edit it. Brandon, who's known as Just the Gems, he edits it all, but really it's very simple editing. We don't spend that much time on it because we have our own channels that we make videos for. So usually we just, watch the time. We're like, oh, we probably should wrap this up. Let's wrap this up. that kind of thing.
Yoru says it's for Sean. I haven't played Silent Hill F. It looks good. OG Silent Hill fans are saying it's Souls-like.
Yeah, well, that was I answered him a question. He first asked me if Silent Hill F was woke as fuck, and I said no, it's not woke as fuck.
How can it be woke?
It's not. It's not. It's awesome, dude. It's a sick game. It's not Souls-like. It's Silent Hill-like with the combat, where you get 3 hits and then you run out of fucking energy, and you're running away trying to like get your energy back to just get 3 more hits in, and that's where the tension of the gameplay comes, because you can't just like keep hacking away at the enemy. It's not Souls-like at all. So
I think I put about an hour into the game. I watched my girlfriend stream and she got a little further than I did, and I helped her as far as I could. And then when she got to a certain point, I was like, I phoned a friend. I used my lifeline, phoned a friend. Sean jumped out and he's like, I got the grab it. No, go over there. Yeah, I had fun.
Yeah, to help her with all the puzzles. Yeah, on that one, dude. That one puzzle I was doing, you were talking to me when I was originally doing it. And you saw how frustrated I was getting. I was like, this is the dumbest fucking puzzle I've ever seen in my life. What the hell's going on? It's the first, 45 minutes of the game. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Finally, I figured it out.
Terry looked it up. He says 4 hours, 38 minutes is our longest show. Damn. There you go.
Okay.
You ever mess with any horror games, Emily?
I'm starting to get into the genre. I recently streamed Resident Evil 2 Remake. So far, I've just done Claire's route. I plan to go back and do Leon's route. But I've been trying to do more of those. I like survival horror so far. So I'm intrigued by the Silent Hill games.
Was it pretty terrifying to have the tyrant chase you around the police station?
I did not like Mr. X.
Yeah,
it was a very short segment, but still, I was like, leave me alone.
Well, it is October, so are we going to be seeing horror games streamed?
I want to do more spooky games. It's just the issue right now is I have all these publishers wanting me to stream RPGs because they decided to use, release them this time of year. I'm like, okay, I like these games, but I need a break. Let's play some horror games.
Door, it wasn't the Scarecrow puzzle. It was the puzzle with the tiles that you got to flip around. They're hanging from strings, and the fox gate. I don't know.
The Scarecrow
when she's in the dream world and shit.
Yeah, the Scarecrow puzzle I did today, and at first I was like, "What the hell?" I didn't know what to do because I didn't read the freaking note, and I had the sickle and a broken pipe, and I ended up just waking up all of the scarecrows and figuring I had to kill all of them. So then I had no weapons at all. And then finally I figured out what to do with the scarecrow. So I did the whole scarecrow thing with no weapons. It was fucking insane.
Are you dropping spoilers, Sean?
No, I didn't tell you how to do it.
Okay. All right.
Just
want to make sure.
I didn't tell you how to do it, but I figured it out, and I did it with no weapons. And I was about to quit because you can't go back before that area. And I was like, I don't have any weapons. What am I supposed to do? This doesn't make any sense. What am I doing? So,
PlayStation ain't dead, dead. PlayStation ain't dead, dead. PlayStation ain't dead, dead. PlayStation ain't dead, dead. You heard what I said.